Hello, my name is Gwen. I'm just going to demonstrate the process to log into the Jubilee Cloud portal, just so that you can have access to your online activity and attendance logs for completion, and also get to see all of the other documents that your teachers will share with you through the Google Drive. To start with, you just go to the college website, and so you just put in the URL up here. I'm using Chrome, but you can use any browser. Chrome works best because it is Google, but equally as well as Safari if you're on a Mac, or Firefox, i.e. Internet Explorer does have some limitations with Google, but nonetheless it does tend to work for most things. So once you're on the Jubilee homepage, just scroll down about halfway down on the right hand side. You'll see a login area. Just click on Distance Education Family and you'll be taken to a login screen. Now you will have received by email a Jubilee username in the form of an email and a password. If you can't find it, or you've reset the password and can't remember, just give us a call here at the college. We'd be really happy to reset that for you and walk you through the process of logging in. So once we're here, we'll just enter, and I've created the test user for this purpose, but you'll enter your username that you've been given, and you do need to enter the complete email address. So we just hit next and we'll have to put in the password. I'm going to uncheck the stay signed in box, but you may want to leave that checked so you don't have to remember the password all the time. Oops, okay. So you'll come to this screen with the fine print, the welcome to your account. Feel free to read through this and click on to see all of the privacy policies. If you wanted to refer to these at a later time, they are included in the in your distance education handbook. You'll find all the links for the Google Apps privacy policies there if you want to review them later. So I'm just going to click continue to my account. And you'll be taken straight away to the general Distance Ed homepage. Now there's a few links on here for some other things that you may want to have a look around at your leisure, but generally you'll be wanting to go to either your Unit 1 or your Unit 2 site, and you can get to those by either of these two links. You can also click directly onto the Google Drive calendar and mail link that I've got set up here, but we're just going to click on this Unit 1 families, and there's a Unit 1 site that is specifically for Unit 1 families. And you'll find on here all sorts of information about upcoming activity days that are coming up, and you can register through the site. And there's all sorts of other notices and things that get put up on here from time to time. There's also some resources and other educational links that you might find up here. So it might be a good idea to just bookmark this page so you can come back to it easily. Now from here, you can just click on the Drive link right there, and you will get this same walkthrough welcome set of slides that sort of give you a bit of an introduction to Google Drive, and you may want to just scroll through those and have a read. I'm just going to close those for now. Now this is a test user, and if you just look up here on the right hand side, you will see your username up here. Just something to watch if you do have a personal Gmail account. When you go to Drive, just make sure that your Jubilee user is the one that's indicating up here. If it's your personal Gmail, then you will need to click this one here and go sign out, and make sure you are signed in as your Jubilee account so that you'll get access to all of the things that teachers shared with you and the administration as well. So to find your logs, the family records folder that has been created for your family will come into the shared with me area. You won't actually have anything in your Drive to start with. Now this test user, I've actually shared two folders because we have a little bit of a different structure for Unit 1 and Unit 2. I just thought I'd show you both of those just to cover those bases. So for I might just walk you through the adding to my drive to start with. Generally, anything that comes into your shared with me, you will need to add to your drive if you're going to be using it all the time and modifying it, working on the logs, etc. So to do that, all you need to do is right-click on each of the folders and just select Add to Drive from the pop-up menu. And because we've got no folders currently in Drive, it's a fairly easy choice. We're just going to move it straight into there. Comes up with a little quick undo. If you've quickly made a mistake, you can just hit that undo button. Very handy. So I'll do that for both of these folders. You can see that other one already populated into my Drive. Now they will still sit in there in the shared with me, but don't worry about that because they are now in your Drive also. Just a note, you can actually view the contents of your Drive in a folder icon configuration, or you can click this little icon here and get a list view. I generally like to go for a list view because you get a few more details as well. So I'm just going to click on this top one first. Now you will only have one family records folder, so that's your main folder, and within that you'll have a number of subfolders. You'll have one student record folder for each of your children, and then here are the logs sitting out here. If you are Unit 2, they'll be in another subfolder. So the logs are basically Excel type documents. In Google Drive we call them sheets, and there is a little introduction how-to video in the front page of each of those that is linked on there, so you can actually just watch that. It's only a couple of minutes long and it just walks you through the process, but it is fairly intuitive as to how you complete those. But again, if you have any problems, just give us a call. Now, you won't have editing rights to all of these folders. So, for example, the Student Records folder, you will only have editing rights to this Work Samples folder, and from into this Work Samples folder is where you can actually upload some pictures and documents that your children have done. And it's just basically to share things with your teacher that support your work program that they've asked you to do. I'll just let you know this little breadcrumb trail that comes up the top here. It's very handy because it gives you a bit of a trail as to all of the folders that you've managed to open to get to what you have on your main screen here. So instead of having to go back over here to my Drive and open up all of the folders here to get back to where I was, I can just click back up here and they'll populate in here. It's very handy. So that's fairly self-explanatory. I'll just open the Unit 2 tests folder, and again you'll have subfolders, one for each student, and then these are family records, and the forms folder is where the attendance and activity is kept for Unit 2. Very much the same configuration though in the actual document, so you won't find a big lot of difference. And again, there's a bit of a walkthrough video that you can watch similar to this one, and it's linked on the front page of those. Anyway, hopefully that's been helpful. But yeah, please give us a call if you have any problems logging in or need any help with any of the documentation.